What's up, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Live. This is a special Christmas edition episode, and we're drinking through some special beers. These are beers that have been sitting in my cellar, just waiting for me to crack them open. We're doing dark beers today, all LA-Brewed, LA breweries, Stouts and Porters. I'm going to kick things right off with a beer from Aerolodge. This beer is called Campgrounds. This one was released earlier in 2020, so not too old. Imperial Stout with hazelnut, coffee, and vanilla. So let's crack this baby open, and in the meantime, let me know what you're drinking. Comment in. It's a special day. Hopefully you're drinking some special beers. Whew. Nice. Now, I honestly don't drink stouts and porters and just darker beers too often. As you probably can guess, I'm a hophead. And I just don't crack these open as often as I'd like to. So we're gonna check out Campgrounds. It's been sitting in the cellar for about a year now. So hope everyone's holiday's been going good. It's a bit of a different year this year, at least on my end. Celebrating the holidays without family, kind of keeping our distance, trying to play things safe a little bit. What's up, Brian? Big Will? Cheers, Merry Christmas. The nose on this is really nice. That vanilla's coming through really nice. So for anyone just tuning in, Imperial Stout from Aerolodge Brewing. Hazelnut, coffee, and vanilla. This baby is 12%. What's up, Pello Man? Drinking some B-Day beers. Nice. Happy birthday, buddy. What's up, 4 Sharpie? Miss you, Brian. It's good to see you on here. Hopefully you're having a good holiday. What's up, Brewski? Kenny Maya? Brewski girl, what's going on? Oh, man. Shit. I knew Aerolodge just killed it across the board, and I've had some really good stouts from them. But wow, this is just an excellent reminder that, man, their shit's fire. And they have that Stouts Honored Society, which is, I think, how I got this bottle. I was part of the society this past year. And it's all stouts. I think it's like 6 or 7 beers or something like that. And yeah, some really, really cool stuff. What's up, Fernie? How's it going? Big Will drinking Constant Evolutioner. Nice. I just was looking at that. Included it in this week's release radar a few hours ago. Brewski Bonds about to have a stout from Aerolodge. Nice, man. I like your style. Brewski girl. Oh, are you part of Aerolodge? If so, great team to be a part of. This is some awesome beer. Russell, what's going on, buddy? Drinking a nice stout here. What's up, Bravery? How's it going? I'm about to crack into yours in just a little bit. I'm super excited for that one. What's up, Naughty Pine? Drinking that oatmeal stout. I like it. Sounds very good. Very good. Russell switching to his 5th beer of the evening. Woo! I like it, man. This is my first of the evening, just because I know I'm getting into a few here that are some bigger boys. So, Brian drinking the Chocovesa. Nice. I really love that beer. Yeah, that is not basic at all. If I had a can of that, I'd be drinking it today too. Love that beer. So yeah, this beer's going down really fast, as you can see. All of these beers I just put in the fridge maybe an hour ago at the most. So they're pretty cool. They're not very cold. So the mouthfeel is, it's kind of loosened up. It's a little bit syrupy, it's a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's really nice. It's coming down kind of like hazelnut chocolate syrup. Really cool, not overly sweet. Like a lot of these Imperial Stouts with a bunch of sweeter adjuncts can be a little overly sweet. This one's not at all. This beer also has coffee in it, and as what normally happens when you sit on a beer that has coffee, that coffee character tends to die off over time. So coffee, very, very background in this beer at 1 year old. But still very nice. It's got I love Aerolodge, and they have that kind of outdoor campground theme, and Campgrounds is this beer. The beer kind of follows suit. It really, from a imagination standpoint, I kind of get into this. When I'm drinking a beer, I kind of teleport, especially when I've been inside my house for the past year and not been able to go anywhere. I'm utilizing beer to mentally transport myself, and this beer does a really good job of that. You getting kind of that, like, sitting around the campfire, not smoky whatsoever, but sitting around the campfire type of vibes, chocolate, vanilla. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna take one more sip of this before moving on to the next one. And man, I'm loving all the stuff you guys are drinking. Christmas. I mean, I was like, should I do a Christmas? I'm not sure if people are gonna be like kind of checked out or whatever, but man, sounds like everyone's, hitting the good stuff today. Yeah, Russell, be careful with those stouts. I know how you get. Big Will drinking the Highland Park Modern Times Best in the World Imperial Stout. Ooh, that is nice. I don't know anything about that beer, but two awesome breweries, so that sounds really cool. Awesome, guys. So I kicked things off with a really nice one, Campgrounds from Aerolodge Brewing, 12%. We're gonna move on to beer number 2 now. And what is it gonna be? Let's see, I gotta find room for all these bottles. Okay, next up, beer number 2. We're going with Smog City Is Tickin' Clack. Bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Porter with coconut and coffee. This is the 2019 variant, so about a little over a year old. But coconut and coffee, I had 2 bottles, so I drank one right away. This one I'm saving for today, 8.7%. And I remember this beer being so damn good. Can't wait to see like how it's changed. Not that I remember anything from a year ago, but all right, let's crack this open. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a nice holiday, kicking back with some brews. If anyone is drinking an LA-Brewed dark beer and you want to jump on and just tell us the tasting notes real quick and taste it along with us, then let me know. Let's bring some guests on today. Switch it up. All right, I'm gonna have trouble with this one. There we go. Yeah. Making a mess with the wax, of course. All right, let's do this. What's up, Javi, Rose, at the Hopped LA crew in the house here. Official Andrew Ruiz, nice to see you, buddy. Rose is drinking the System of a Stout. Nice. I like it. I'm gonna crack that open in just a bit. So right now we're drinking Is Tickin' Clock, Smog City, 8.7%, Imperial, Bourbon Barrel-Aged Imperial Porter with coconut and coffee. Ooh, interesting nose. Let's see. It's got this isn't hitting me the way I remember, but I'm also switching between 2 really different types of beer. Ernie, what's up, dude? Gonna crack open Bottle Logic Gap Year. Sweet, nice. Merry Christmas, man. Sounds like a good one. I had to transition into this beer. Wow. Yeah, just the nose on it, my initial reactions on flavor. I was like, I don't know if I'm into this. Like, what am I tasting something wrong here? But as I've taken a couple sips, I'm getting into it. The coconut's there, the coffee's there. Yeah, just going from more of a pastry style, non-barrel aged stout to this bourbon barrel aged Imperial Porter was a little bit of a transition, and I feel like that's gonna happen a couple times as we're transitioning through some of these different beers. Really nice. This beer is a tad bit colder than the last one, so mouthfeel isn't really as syrupy. It's a little bit lighter, got a little bit more carbonation. And at 8.7%, it's just a smaller beer overall too. See, the nose, I don't know if I'm getting thrown off at all, but the nose has a little bit of I don't know, I'm picking up almost an oxidized type of smell. but I'm not sure if that's like something I'm getting off of the coconut. You know, there's better people at picking up off flavors than me, so I'll leave that to them. This is, you know, it's not bad at all, but it's just interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff from Smog City. I remember this beer being really good. I think it is still good, but yeah, something might be off with this beer. It's definitely drinkable, but it's not like blowing me away like it did last year. So sometimes that happens. You take the risk. You take a beer, you sit on it for a year, maybe more. I mean, I tend to think that, you know, the way I'm aging is in line with best practices and preserving the state of the beer itself. You know, pretty temperature controlled, dark, cool environment. But you never know. You take a risk when you sit on a beer. Javi drinking a coffee porter from Smog City. Love it, man. That's one of the best. Fernie drinking Focal Banger. Nice. I like it. I got some cans in the fridge. I've been doing the same. I've been waiting. Like, am I ready to open this yet? I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it's about that time. So I'm gonna move on to beer number 3. And like I was saying before, if anyone is drinking an LA-Brewed dark beer and you want to get on and talk about what you're tasting, I'd love to have you on just to get your first impressions of your beer. All right, guys, next up, special beer. Been hanging on to this one for a few months now. This is from Bravery Brewing. This is the Shroud Russian Imperial Stout. This is the bourbon barrel-aged version. I meant to look this up before the live, but this is a medal winner. This won a couple of awards this past summer, fall time. This won at GABF. This one at the San Diego International Festival. So I'm really excited about this one. These guys at Bravery know what's up. I think they're, a little bit outside of the LA area, so naturally they're gonna fly under the radar just a little bit. They've been brewing some great beer for a long time. So they definitely deserve the recognition. And I've never had any of their dark beers. So let's see what this one's all about. All right, we're looking at a 13.3% beer here. Really excited to jump into this. Bravery Brewing. Here, Bravery's in here. Gold medal this year at San Diego International. Nice. And I know that you won a few medals for some other dark beers too. I know the barley wine that I have here got something too. And not to say that medals are everything, but the recognition I think is awesome and well deserved. All right, so this beer's pouring exactly the way you want to see this type of beer pour. Really nice looking. Just dark as night, got that nice brown head sitting right on top. And the nose is like, it's a really nice bouquet. It's vanilla, raisin. The bourbon character is minimal here. Like, I'm not getting booziness. I'm not getting, like, sometimes with fresh barrels you get like an overwhelming amount of wood. Like, that's not happening here. So it's like cocoa, roasty, vanilla, little raisin. Touch of toffee, not too sweet though. Beautiful nose. Let's give it a whirl. Now that just puts a smile on your face. That is a great beer. What's up, Flip Stays Lit? The Bottle Shop. How's it going, guys? Merry Christmas. This is a fantastic beer. Yeah, I mean, I had high expectations going into this one, and those expectations have been met and they've been exceeded. Really nice stuff. Super mellow. Like, I mean, I'm not a big bourbon barrel aged stout guy. I mean, I like them. I have a bunch of them. I tend to sit on them so that barrel, bourbon barrel character mellows out a little bit. And I've talked to a bunch of people that just aren't really into that. You're either into bourbon barrel aged stuff or spirit barrel aged stuff, or you're not. And I tend to not really like that in a big way. And what Bravery's done here has given you like all the complexities that you get from the bourbon barrels, but without that like harsh booziness. It's like a very balanced, very cohesive experience as you're drinking this. And then on the back end, once you've swallowed, you've waited a few seconds, you got a little bit of that heat in the back of your throat, which reminds you this beer's 13.3% and it spent some time sitting in, you know, some bourbon barrels. I don't know if they're fresh or wet, but I mean, it's just incredible. This is a really, really great beer. This is the type of beer, like if I was saying, I don't crack open bourbon barrel aged beers all too often. So when I do, I want to have something that I'm really gonna enjoy, and like this hits home for me. Really nice stuff. Hello Man, cracking open Tovarish, nice. I thought about that for this one. I'm gonna do System of a Stout instead because they just released that. But I have a couple vintages of Tovarish that I really, really want to crack open too. Flip Stays Lit has a bottle that he's saving. Which bottle do you have? Are you referring to Bravery? Big Will drinking that Beachwood Mocha Machine. Nice, love that. Love Mocha Machine. And I think that they've done a barrel-aged version of Mocha Machine. I can't be positive, but I'm pretty sure they have. And that sounds awesome. I haven't tried it. Merry Christmas, Conrad. Good to see you, buddy. Flip Stays Lit. Nice. Drink. Yeah, I highly recommend cracking open this bottle. This one was bottled in January of 2020, so it has spent a little time this year sitting down and hanging out. And honestly, right now is the perfect time to crack this bottle open. Very, very, very good. Cheers, Bravery. Thank you for sending me the bottle. Incredible experience. Really nice. Really good stuff. You know, at the end of this, at the end of my tasting, I always kind of go back and pick out one that I'm gonna drink the full bottle of. I always say I can't drink them all, and in this case, like that is even more accurate because these are all like 10+%. So this is a contender for the best beer I've had so far. Conrad about to open up something nice. Awesome. I like it. All right, so we're 3 beers in now. Wow, it happened quickly. 20 minutes, 3 beers, speeding right along. So I guess it's just time to move into number 4. But if anyone watching is drinking a dark beer brewed in LA and wants to jump on and talk about what you're tasting, happy to have you. Let's make this a conversation. So next up, we're doing a side-by-side here. Russian Attack, Bourbon Barrel Aged Russian Imperial Stout from LA Ale Works. This is their 2018 release versus their 2019 release. You know, been sitting on this one for a couple years now, this one for 1 year. Let's try them side by side and see how they differ. I'm excited for this. I'm running out of space here. Okay. Let's start off with 2018. Yeah, Russell, you like that background? I like that when the beer splatters everywhere and you get to lick it off your fingers. Yeah, it's great. All right. I'm excited for this. This has a little bit of wax residue because in 2018, when they released this, they had a limited number of them that they waxed, and they had like tissue paper coming up out of it, like it was like some kind of bomb on fire or something like that. And it was really cool. So there's like a little bit of wax residue from left over from that. All right, so we got Russian Attack LA Ale Works 2018 variant, 13% beer. I mean, LA Ale Works is legit, so I'm expecting good things. Okay, I missed some comments here. I'm just going back real quick. Pello Man, they have done barrel aged Mocha Machine. Yeah, I thought so. I love Mocha Machine, and barrel age I've never tried it. I really want to. Pablo Escobar, Escobeer. Yeah, that's a good one. I think they changed the name of that, right? Let's see what else. Yeah, year by year. Let's do this. All right, 2018. Take a sip. Mellowed out for sure. From what I remember, this beer, it had a bigger, bolder upfront attack on the palate. A little more boozy. Have more kind of bourbon barrel in your face. And this is super mellowed out, like rich, dark chocolate, a little bit of vanilla on that. Almost getting like a little bit of like toasted marshmallow on the back end. Then, like I was saying before at the top, I haven't refrigerated these beers for very long, so they're on the cool side, which gives the mouthfeel a little bit of a thicker experience as it kind of goes down the tongue and it kind of coats it a little bit, almost syrupy. Yeah, really nice beer. Really, really nice. So without waiting too long, I'm going to jump into that 2019 and just see what this one's all about. Let's keep these together. Alrighty, 2019 with just a tad bit more carbonation hanging on. Yeah, I got that Christmas. I gotta have the Christmas vibes going on. I got the Christmas tree right in front of me. Got that Santa hat on. Doing whatever I can to get the spirit in motion because it is an irregular Christmas holiday this year. All right, on the nose, trying to see how it's different. It's a little less sweet on the nose. A little bit more like dark fruit, like dark cherry. A little bit of plum or like prune, I would say. Yeah, this one does lean a little bit more dark fruit, whereas the other one leaned a little bit more like chocolatey. So they're both really, really mellow in terms of the bourbon barrel character, the booziness. Let's see, Pillow Man open up a bottle of 2014 Sticky Monkey. You need an IPA. It's gonna be a long night, man. Maybe save that Sticky Monkey for like, what is it? It's only 5:30, so we got plenty of time. Now, this is an interesting comparison here. So the younger variant of this just is less sweet overall and has more fruitiness. Dark, dried fruit. Yeah, like almost like black cherry, not really raisin, but yeah, like prune kind of. I want to need some water to kind of. I should have thought that through a little bit. Yeah, and then the 2018 doesn't have any of that fruit at all. It is way more chocolate, vanilla forward. Both of them have a really nice back end heat. So yeah, you know you're drinking something that's 13%, but it's not over the top boozy, at least in my opinion. Really good stuff. I like all of this. So I am going to move on to the next one. This is the final tasting, by the way. We've really cruised through this. Can you also get me another glass? Or wait, can you just rinse out this one? I'm getting help here. All right, water. Naughty Pine, not LA, but just popped open. Poseidon's Peppermint Bark Poker's Porter. I mean, that sounds good. Peppermint, I'm down. I don't know if I've ever had a beer with peppermint, so I'm intrigued. Excuse me. All right, man, we're cruising right along, and that was fun. That side-by-side was super interesting. We're gonna do another side-by-side here. Let's consider this the grand finale. We're gonna be doing Beachwood System of a Stout. Got 2017 bottle right here that's been sitting, collecting dust, just hanging out, waiting for the right time. And then we have the 2020, the canned version. Thanks to Rose for hooking that up. And I'm really excited to try these two side by side. Let's do it. I'm gonna start out with the oldie. Let's crack the wax. All right. This is gonna be tough to get through. This wax is thick. All right, let's do this. I don't deal with wax bottles often enough. So if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't. I don't drink wax bottles. I have some. I don't ever open them. Woo, baby. I love cracking open an old beer like this. You know? It's like my favorite movie's Back to the Future. This is my DeLorean right here, taking me back in time. So I'm using a glass that has all this crazy artwork on it, and I can't really see the beer dance around in the glass like I typically like to. So I'm gonna look through the very top, and you're seeing just like a very aggressive, fluffy brown head right on top there. Really cool looking. It's like chocolate milk almost. Really nice how frothy it is. It looks really nice, really creamy. Patis Nalgas, recently enjoyed the hazelnut porter from Wingwalker. That sounds good. I haven't really had anything from those guys. Been wanting to try them, but they don't get out this way too often. I haven't tried them. Naughty Pine, surprised me, really clean, came from the land of lagers. Yeah, but it's drinking really good. Yeah, that if you're talking about the peppermint porter, I think you said. I mean, peppermint and like chocolatey roastiness sound pretty dope to me. Fernie's digging the tunes. Yeah, I've been doing that the past few weeks. I turned it up a little bit this time, so hopefully that's why you can hear it now. So Pellaman, try the Hardywood's Christmas Pancake Stout. Yeah, Rose and I were talking about that the other day. Is that the one that you can buy in Trader Joe's? I know they were doing like a collab, or not a collab, but like some type of partnership for that. All right, the time has come. I'm gonna jump into this. 2017 version of Beachwood System of a Stout. This is their Imperial Coffee Stout, aged on oak with coffee and spices added. This baby is 11.2%, and basically System of a Stout is their nod to the Armenian style coffee, cardamom, molasses, and with coffee roasted by Portola Coffee Lab in Costa Mesa. If you guys don't know Portola, those guys have been roasting coffee for breweries for a while now. And yeah, I mean, I thought that early on in those days, I'd be like, oh man, I think Portola is going to open up something in the LA area, because they were doing a lot of collaborations and things like that. That hasn't happened, but they continue to like work behind the scenes and work with breweries. I remember one of the ones that I was really big on early on was they did the coffee for Naughty Sauce, Noble Ale Works Naughty Sauce, back in the early days. So yeah, Portola's, I've always wanted to visit them too. Like, I don't know, shout out to Portola. If anyone's been there, or if you don't know about them, get them on your radar, because they support the beer scene in a big way. So yeah, this is a cool This is gonna be a cool beer. I mean, I'm sure I've had it, but I can't remember. I probably had more than one bottle at one time, but that was 2017. There's been a lot of beers drank since then, so who knows? Yeah, Fernie Pad's got it right. This is System of a Stout is that Armenian coffee throwback or call out to System of a Down, which is awesome. And yeah, let's just jump into this. Woo! That nose. Wow, that's really cool. It's almost like cedar or something like that. Like there's a very big wood character, but not oak. It's not like that rich oak. It's like bright. I don't know woods that much, so I want to. My cedar's coming to mind, but I could be completely wrong. But that like cardamom cinnamon thing mixed with the oak barrel is producing something that's like it's woody, but it's like bright and spicy. Really cool. Little bit of vanilla, like little bit of sweet vanilla character on it too. Yeah, the nose. Yeah, Naughty Pine, you got that right. Like, I wish there was like at least smell-o-vision, right? Like if you can't taste it, might as well smell it. Like the nose on this beer is super, super fun. I'm really, you know what I'm gonna do is before I even taste it, I want to pour the can, and I want to see how the nose compares. So we have a beer that's a couple months old here in the can. Let's see. So I don't know how long it was aged for, but they just released this beer. It won bronze at GABF in 2013. Sticking with Portola Coffee Roasters. And yeah, let's just pour this out. Different nose. 100% different nose. Amazing what 3 years can do to a beer. I'm getting none of the spice flavor on the nose, whereas the other beer is just like 100% spice in your face. This one I'm getting, a little bit, it's just way more like stout, like roasted malt, little bit of like, little bit of dark chocolate. It's not sweet. Not really picking up any sweetness. It's just like, it's like dark chocolate is essentially what I'm getting on this. It's not complex. It's not bright. It's not in your face. Whereas 2017, this thing is like smacking you in the face with aromas. Woo! It's like nothing I've ever smelled. Whereas 2020 is just, I don't know, a little basic, I guess. I don't know. Pello Man's got it right there. Coffee died down. So on this latest batch, you're getting, just a ton of coffee roastiness. And on the old one, that coffee roastiness is gone, on the nose at least. So that's to be expected. But it's just interesting how much it dies down, and then when it dies down, how much the spices have room to come out. So it's pretty cool. All right, let's try this. This is the 2017. Yeah, spiciness comes right through. It's almost got peppermint. Like it's spicy in a really interesting way. Woody, cinnamon, the cardamom is coming through. Like it's just like winter warmer. You know, this has got a lot of that really nice spicy character to it. The booze is hidden 100%. Mouthfeel is awesome too. This is not super syrupy. Just really nice medium body on the mouthfeel. Not too thin, not too thick. I think that's important on these beers. When you're jumping up into the 10+% range, how that body comes through and how it delivers that alcohol, how it delivers those flavors, I think makes a difference. And this one's doing it wonderfully. Really great body. Just right where you want it to be. Delicious beer. Wow. No heat whatsoever. No heat. What was this again? Was it 13%? Oh, wait, that's the wrong beer. 11.2. Not getting it whatsoever on 2017 at least. So I'm about to jump into 2020. Let's see. Peppermint saying no signs of 11.2 on this year too. I'm about to find out. Rose is saying coffee and dark chocolate forward with a hint of molasses. Yeah, on the aroma for sure. Wait, wrong beer. Okay, here we go. I mean, this is a coffee beer. 2020 variant has fresh roasted coffee that is really just drives the entire flavor profile of this beer. There's a little bit of like dark chocolate roastiness, but fresh coffee through and through. What I'm trying to do now is pick out the spice blend because it's easy to miss. If you're swallowing quickly and you're not paying attention, the spices on this beer aren't hitting your palate in any really distinct way. So they're definitely more background, something you have to kind of work for. I could see them being there in the background. I could also see the spice flavoring being so intense from the last one that they've penetrated my tongue and it's impossible to get them out. Yeah, it's hard to say exactly what's going on, but yeah, Peppermint, you were correct in that 2020 is just full-on coffee, 2017 coffee gone. And it's just amazing to see how they stand up side by side because that 2017 beer is such a cool spice blend. Yeah, it just doesn't taste like anything I've ever had. It's really, really interesting. Yeah, I mean, 2020 System of a Stout is good, but having it against 2017 spoiled it for me just because this is so much more interesting. The flavors that are coming out of this, the mouthfeel on it, like everything about this 2017 variant are more attractive to me than the 2020. So it's hard for me to put them up against each other because I'm sure the 2020 is awesome. If I didn't have 17, I'd be like, damn, this is a great coffee beer. I really like it a lot. But yeah, having it against this older one, sometimes it pays off. Like I was saying earlier on, we're kind of bringing this back around. Beer number 2 was Smog City is Ticking Clock, a beer that I loved fresh when I had it a year ago. I let this one sit for a year and it just didn't hit where I remember it hitting. This System of a Stout by Beachwood, sitting here for 3 years, really did wonders to this beer, and really happy with what happened here. Really cool. So what I'm gonna do real quick is a quick run through of what we just went through, and then I'll pick which one I'm gonna drink for the rest of the evening. So first up, started the whole tasting off with Campgrounds from Aerolodge. This is a non-barrel aged Imperial Stout with hazelnut, coffee, and vanilla. It's a 12% beer. I got this as part of Aerolodge's Stouts Honored Society, their membership program for their dark beers, which is really cool. They just brew some really, really amazing kind of pastry style, not over the top pastry style, but yeah, I mean, they have adjuncts in all of them, sweeter adjuncts in all of them. And I think they all really revolve and complement the theme of Aerolodge really well, that outdoor camping theme. Campgrounds is a great beer, really, really nice. Next up was Smog City is Ticking Clock. This is a bourbon barrel aged Imperial porter with coconut and coffee. Yeah, this is a really nice beer that just didn't hit for me tonight. And what I'm gonna do really quick is just jump back into a quick taste of it, just to see if anything's changed. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I just saw Pops join. What's up, Pops? How you doing? My dad's here. Trojan Ricky, Jamie Lynn, Marcelo Rosales, Celtic Beers. Good to see you guys. Merry Christmas. Hope you're drinking something nice. Okay, so this beer is, on the nose at least, hitting me in a different way now than it did earlier on. I'm getting coffee a lot more than I was before. Coconut is on the background, not sweet coconut. It's earthy. It's kind of pulling the coffee character all the way through. It's not battling up against it. They're complementing each other really nice. Yeah, really good. Yeah, Pello Man, that's a good point. Room temp does change things a lot. All of these beers were basically just above room temp, except Is Ticking Clock. That one I've had in my fridge for about a week. So that one did have a little bit more, was a little bit colder. All right, let's try it. Yeah, a lot nicer than it was the first go around. Body's a little bit thicker. It's got like a little bit more heft to it. It's not syrupy by any means, but it's got like almost like frothiness as it's coming through. And it's sweeter too. It's nice for sure. Coffee and coconut just balanced out really well with like dark chocolate. So this is really nice. This is the only porter that we're tasting today. So I think body on a Imperial Stout at 8, or an Imperial Porter at 8.7% versus the Imperial Stouts that have been 11 to 13. It's a very different experience. You can't really compare the two. So really nice stuff from Smog City. I'm really glad I tasted that a second time around because I wasn't sure what I was getting that first time, and it wasn't something I was digging. And now I get it, and it's really, really, really good. Really like that a lot. The third beer was Bravery Brewing, the Shroud Bourbon Barrel Age variant of that, bottled earlier this year. Medal winner. This one has some accolades behind it. And when I tasted this, it was just amazing. It's just everything you want in a bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout. Then next was the two variants of Russian Attack, the Russian Imperial Stout, bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout. It was a 2018 versus the 2019. 2018 was sweeter, had a little bit more chocolate, vanilla sweetness to it. It was really nice. And then the 2019 had a little bit more dark fruit, like dark dried fruit. A little black cherry almost. Like, it was really interesting. My palate tends to lean towards the chocolatey, sweeter side of things. So 2018 was my preference of the two, but they were both really, really nice, really well done with how they balanced the wood and the booziness of that bourbon barrel age, that time that they spent in the bourbon barrels. Pops, you like that background music? Nice. Yeah, I mean, this is your style. I did this for you, to be honest. Gotta go their Infinite Wishes series. Yeah, man. I have a... Do I have a bottle of that? Actually, no, I don't have a bottle of Infinite Wishes. I should, though. We'll try that next time. I have Buzzworthy and then Nothing. And so I decided to leave those out for this. Okay, and then the last beers that I tasted here were the System of a Stout from Beachwood, the 2017 versus 2020. Both very, very interesting and really fun side by side. So I gotta pick which one. Which one am I gonna drink? It's hard. Okay, so I'll tell you, it's the toss-up right now. I got two. Got two in mind. This 2017 System of a Stout is just so unique. I've never tasted anything like this. Really, really, really cool. Hey, Caroline, are you on the live? Pops wants you to come on. So yeah, I've never tasted anything like this beer. But then the other one that I really want to choose, and I hinted at this earlier, was this the Shroud from Bravery. So it's like a beer that's so unique that nothing like you've ever tried, so delicious, one that you've held on to for 3 years, that so you're invested in, your heart is invested in this. Or a beer that you haven't had for that long, it's won some awards, you've never had it before, but it's so amazing. You have high expectations for it. Hey, there she is. You have high expectations for this beer, and it delivers every step of the way. It's exactly what you want a bourbon barrel-aged Russian Imperial Stout to be, perfectly on point. So I'm like, do I do the one that's just like 100% true to style, like amazing? Do I do the one that's just super unique and nothing like I've ever had? What's it gonna be? Drum roll. Just imagine in your head, there's a drum roll. Winner is the Shroud. You know, if I'm gonna drink the entire bottle, a 22-ounce bottle, it's gonna be something that I'm gonna be like super into the whole way through. Whereas, you know, I got a lot more of this beer. Like, this is filled up to here. Like, the spices are amazing, but they're intense. I don't know if I could do the entire bottle to myself. I'm the only one drinking in this house. I can't do this whole thing to myself. So I'm gonna go with something that I can do the whole thing. It's not gonna be over the top. It's not gonna be too overwhelming. And that is the Shroud from Bravery Brewing. So yeah, man, that was super fun. Really liked all these beers. The beers from LA Works, Russian Imperial Stout, Russian Attack. These were super cool. I've been sitting on these waiting to try them. And I've got some more. So I think I'll do another version of this, maybe for New Year's. Maybe at some point pretty soon we'll do another cellar opening and see what we do. Maybe some side-by-side. I got some sours too that I've been wanting to do side-by-side. So we'll save it for that. But yeah, this is super fun. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. It's been a fun Friday Night Live Christmas edition. Wow, made it. So I can't wait to drink the rest of the stout. You guys enjoy your beer. Drink indie, drink local. We'll see you soon. Cheers.